So, train spotting. What did I like? What I didn't like, and we'll sum it up in the end. Uh, the rhymes was cool. There were a couple songs that kind of stood out. I like the joint he did with Method Man, Ricky Bobby, and I like Blood in His Boogers. Kind of a funny name, but the song really is dope. Really is dope. Also like Heartbreaker. Little bit of a redundant story about street dude falls in love with a fast chick who's in the streets, stripper type, and their kind of love story we've all heard before, drug dealer, stripper vibe or what have you. And like 10 Toes Down, Joe Pesci was pretty good, and I think the last song, Resource Room, was really a dope, had a dope underground vibe to it. So I like some of the songs. Overall, what I didn't like, the beats were cool, but they were kind of basic to me. They could have been better. I was expecting a little bit more with Conductor Williams. I know Conductor is famous from Griselda fame. He did something for Drake on his EP for All for the Dogs, like the bonus cuts on there. Did some nice beats for that, which led to the rumors that Drake might be working with Conductor Williams later on down the road. Excuse me. But overall, the beats really didn't have a lot of oomph to it. It didn't really have a lot of bite to them. The beats kind of lacked bass line. They were kind of like running samples more so. They didn't have a lot of energy to it, but it still was dope overall. Still was dope. You know what I mean? I think that, Rome Streetz, he's been better than this. I like Rome Streetz, but it was just, kind of basic, your average street rap album. Talked about the drug game, busting guns, basic coke metaphors, street dope metaphors that we've heard before. The rhyme schemes and stories that we've all had before. The rhyme schemes were kind of basic. He really didn't switch up his flow much, and he's had harder records. Like his records have been had more energy behind it. I guess that was working with other Griselda producers or whatever, but he's been better than this. And in somewhat of a lazy year in hip hop, this will get a listen. You know what I mean? I would say the replay value on this is probably pretty low. I won't be listening to this more than like a month or 6 weeks later. I'd say the replay value is like about a 5, honestly. Lyrics, I'd say it's about an 8, solid 7.5 to an 8. Beats probably like a 7. You know what I mean? 7.5. You know what I mean? So overall, I'll probably give it an even 7. A solid project. I was expecting a little bit more from Rome Streetz and Conductor Williams, but still a good listen, man. It's your average New York street rap album. I don't know what to tell you. There's nothing that he's going to do out of this world that you haven't heard before. And it's not like he's going to blow you away with features. I mean, the Method Man joint's tight. But overall, I just give it like a 7 out of 10. I mean, you're not missing nothing earth-shattering, but still a dope listen. I mean, if you're into that New York street rap vibe, you're definitely going to feel this album. Go check that out. It's definitely a niche rap, New York street rap type vibe. So if you're into that niche, which I am, I'm from the East Coast. I'm from Jersey, so I love, great New York traditional street hip hop. Uh, Definitely check that out. You know what I mean? So next we're gonna get to an album that I did not review last year, and it was Skyzoo's "Keep Me Company." Okay, now this album, this I was really impressed by this album. It's a shock I didn't get to this album before 2024 was out, but this album impressed me, man. This album reminded me of A Celebration of Us, which to me is an underground classic from Skyzoo that came out, I believe, in either 2017, I think it was 2017 or 2018 from Skyzoo. This took me back to those type of vibes. Just from the intro, community service to Finders Keepers, Home Away from Home, Drug-Free School Zone. Courtesy Call was Chuck D and Prayers for Your Customers. The ones that stand out to me, though, I love what is it? Esoteric and Sleeping Beauty. Oh my God, I fuck with that song. That's probably a heavy replay song for me on that. Also, Winds of the Father is a dope record too. This is a step up, definitely, from the Rome Streetz and Conductor Williams album. This is what I was more expecting of the Rome Streetz Conductor Williams album. It came out at the end of the year and could have challenged for the top 10, maybe album of the year at the end of last year. I don't think it would have taken out GNX, but it would have made top 5. And this album has really grown on me. A lot of introspective street hip hop. I love the storytelling aspect. I love the knowledge that Skyzoo drops, because Skyzoo always comes from the perspective of that old head hustler that's kind of teaching the young folk about the street game. And I love that. I just love that energy. He's always trying to teach you something in that. And if you're into that type of next level thinking hip hop, you know what I mean? You're going to love this album. Smooth jazz rhythms. But some of these beats have a heavy boom bap, hard hitting, 1995, 1996 New York City vibe. You are going to fuck with this album if you love New York City street hip hop. This definitely delivered. 8.5 out of 10. Has a lot of replay value and will grow on you. This will grow on you, definitely. I didn't give it enough of a chance back in 2024, but lyrics are stand out always. I would say the lyrics are a 9. Replay value, definitely a 9. Beats about 8.5 or so. You know what I mean? The length is 13 cuts, just about right. Definitely check this out. I'll go with a solid 8.5 out of 10 for Skyzoo, Keep Me Company. So definitely check those 2 joints out, and that's another thing. Maybe I might take some time, because really 2025, we're coming up on the mid-year here, coming up on July, and I don't even know really who to pick for my top 10 albums of the year. There's really nothing has really come out that's grabbed my attention. I know Lloyd Banks got a joint out. The Train Spotting joint that I just talked about is pretty cool, but everything's around like a 7. You know what I mean? There's no real clear-cut album of the year contender. And I don't think anything has lived up to topping GNX. You know what I mean, right now. But we'll see. I mean, Clips is coming up. I got a lot of high hopes for that. Some big heavy hitters are coming out. I know Nas is coming out with DJ Premier finally, probably towards the end of this year. So we got some heavy hitters coming. But I would take this time, definitely check out some albums that you might have missed on in 2024. maybe I might bring some up that I didn't cover in 2024 review wise. But this Skyzoo album, Keep Me Company, definitely check that out. 8.5 out of 10. Rome Streetz and Conductor Williams, I give a 7 out of 10 for Train Spotting. So check those two joints out. And I'll see you on the next pod. All right. Enjoy the rest of y'all night. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, Hip Hop Roundtable Reviews. And enjoy the rest of y'all evening. All right. Peace.